Yeah, whole team on a loose. Kick it up like Kung Fu. Untamed, yeah, cool. Running plays like who knew. Hella fast when I slide through. You would've thought we was in a zoo. Engine roar like a lion do. Yeah, devil, I'm a damn fool. Switching lanes, hanging out the roof. Tires screech when I bend the corner. All you see is a big poof. Then I'm leaving my initials. Street marks, I'm official. Taking off like a missile. You can hear the wind whistle.
Yeah, I don't think they ready. I don't really think they want it. I don't think they ready. Hey, yeah, I don't think they ready. I don't really think they want it. I don't think they ready.
Ready, set, go. 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 Ready, set, go. 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 Yeah, ready, set, go.
Get into it like pronto. Get hit with a combo. Do it large, real jumbo. So dirty like gumbo. Big money in a two-seater. Hair blowing, you see her. I got her, you need her. Never would I wanna be her. And I've been grinding all of my life. Now look at my sights. Mile high, I'm fly. Ride till I die. Look how I arrive like the president inside. See the look in their eyes.
I don't think they ready. I don't really think they want it. I don't think they ready. Yeah, I don't think they ready. I don't really think they want it. I don't think they ready.
Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Let's go. Go. On your mark. Go. Yeah. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. On your mark. Go. Let's go. Go. Yeah. Ready, set, go.
Yeah, and you know I like big coupes. Two-seater with the missing roof. Run the meter to a can't move. I'm the best, got them all mute. Break the bank, talking big loot. Business talk, making big moves. Full tank, no I can't lose. Left them in the dust confused. All I ever did was break rules. Full throttle, I don't like cruise. Guess I got a couple screws loose. Son devil, I'm a damn fool. Ain't no telling what I might do. Taking off like a missile. Street marks, I'm official.
Yeah, I don't think they ready. I don't really think they want it. I don't think they ready. Hey, yeah, I don't think they ready. I don't really think they want it. I don't think they ready.
Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Let's go. Go. On your mark. Go. Yeah. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. On your mark. Go. Let's go. Go. Yeah. Ready, set, go. 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 Yeah. Ready, set, go. 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 Yeah. Ready, set, go. Go, get ready, set, go.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ward Radio live stream. I am your host, Cardinellis, and today I'm joined in the studio by none other than Jonah Barnes, the Associate Professor of all things apocryphal, as well as by Ether's Elephant himself, PhD in what again?
Wow, stop. Biomedical informatics. Nobody cares,
Biomedical
so we don't have to
informatics.
say that anymore.
He's a big brain with a big spreadsheet, knows how to use information.
Education and smarts aren't the same thing.
Okay, yeah. Well, he's from Ether's Elephant, and he is here to talk to us about. Y'all saw it, all right. I just y'all saw it. Stranger Things, not so subtle, and I love Stranger Things. It is with no glee that I talk about the kind of disappointing last season. It's like
with a heavy heart.
It's like 2019 wokeism just needed one last hurrah.
Do we need a spoiler alert here? You're giving away. Well, you're not really giving away.
Yeah, I haven't
yet.
seen 4 or 5.
Yes.
Season 4 or 5. Haven't seen
Okay,
it.
well, we're going to talk about it, and it's not so subtle. What did you call it, Rylan?
The not so subtle anti-Christianity
Now,
of Stranger Things.
do you think it
Whoa.
was just pro-wokeism or anti-Christianity? I'm curious about this.
Well, I will show you some things and let you decide.
Okay.
Wow, Fox
'Cause I
News.
watched with my family. And I got to say,
Fox News is here.
yeah, is this going to be Christian cringe where it sounds like, Christians are having a moan that like,
Yes.
or is it there was, oh, it is.
The most
Maybe.
satanic,
We'll see.
The most satanic thing about Stranger Things is they play that Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yeah.
That's satanic Dungeons
Okay,
and
I
Dragons
do have to
game.
tell you, I love Stranger Things, but the last season was a huge missed opportunity to have some amazing character arcs.
Don't get
but
me
instead,
started.
all of the women had to be lesbian, single, I'm pursuing a PhD, and all of only one kid was allowed to be straight. And boy, we sure, if nobody had figured out he was probably gay in the first 5 seasons, right before the world came to an end, we made sure for 6.5 minutes.
Okay, now we're getting into
That
spoiler
brother,
alert.
that brother came out so hard for so long. I could have gone to the fridge, grabbed a Totino's, picked up a pizza. My son, while we were watching it, literally came back in and he's like, he's still coming out. Like it was like worse than like the third episode of what was that? When the zombie apocalypse starts, it's a video game that got turned into a TV show.
Doom?
Not Fallout, not Doom. It's about zombies. The house is burning in the very first
Last of
episode.
Us?
The Last of Us.
Oh.
Do you remember the gay episode in The Last of Us?
No.
Where it's like sick post-apocalyptic episode 1, sick escape from the dystopian post-apocalyptic world episode 2, sick understand the zombies of this post-apocalyptic world. It's awesome. Gay rom-com. What? Like, you look. I think it was like episode 4. The entire episode was dedicated to this guy that had trapped another guy in one of his zombie traps, and by 8 minutes in, they're making love.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
it
Like-
was, yeah. It was.
my
It was kind of like a lot of gamers that day were just like,
I'm not sad I've missed all this.
you know,
I'm
yeah.
not
So
sad.
Last of Us, that was it. Oh, that episode was hilarious. It's like so desperate to virtue signal that it kind of becomes humorous.
No. Yes. Jonah, okay.
Get that water bottle out of your screen, bro.
Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
No
man,
free
okay?
advertising for Mountain Spring Water.
Okay, listen. You just said the name, man.
Oh,
What are we doing?
shoot. Oh,
Okay, listen. If I were to try and pitch a good show to you, and I said, look, we're gonna have this show, and a big plot point is that if this character doesn't come out of the closet, the world will be destroyed by a planet that's gonna crash into it from a wormhole, you'd think that sounds ridiculous.
Like,
that
bro,
sounds so stupid.
I don't
That
think
does sound
Vecna.
ridiculous.
But
What
that
are you
sounds-
talking? What?
I don't think Vecna got the screen
Is
time.
this
he did.
real?
Yeah, that's the plot. But that's not why I'm calling it anti-Christian. That's not. But we'll get into it. We'll get into it because I think this is really fun.
I just
This
had
is
an
really fun.
aneurysm listening to what?
In fact, can we get the first slide up there?
Okay, cool. So I love you, dude, bro. You are the youngest boomer I know, because every time you show up, there's a freaking PowerPoint, dude. Like, look at this. He made a freaking PowerPoint. Like, we're
Hey,
literally
don't
gonna
show
be-
off too much yet, dude.
Do
Spoiler
you,
alert.
do you have a laser pointer? And do you have a blazer, a tweed blazer with elbow patches? Do you have that?
They said I couldn't get my PhD if I didn't get one.
Yeah, that's
No.
required.
Okay, that's true.
No,
It's like
I
the
do not
Leatherman's
have one.
jacket.
I do
yeah,
not.
You gotta have it.
Okay, check
You
this
look
out.
too young to have a PhD. It's still kind of crazy thinking guys like you have a PhD.
No, dude, what are you talking about? He's 54.
I'm older than I look, man.
Oh, okay, cool. We're hit it.
He
hit
just
it.
injects his son's blood into his veins to preserve,
Placenta.
prolong his life.
Don't die.
Don't die.
die.
Dude, Brian Johnson, man.
That's right.
Okay, so check this out. You talked about, are we going to be, the easily offended Christians? Well, today, I'm going to play that role. I'm going to be the easily offended Christian, and you guys get to make fun of how easily offended I am about the Stranger Things. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be fun. So,
But first, you have to like the stream, people.
of course.
You have to like the stream. We've got some good jokes and good memes coming up, but you got to like the stream for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Also, just to slight Netflix and their anti-Christian production of Stranger Things episode 4, I'd like to mention that this episode is sponsored by Angel Studios. Which actually it is, which is kind of the funny part. But I would have to write a back end of that joke, and I didn't have one ready yet, so I was going to make up a fake slogan, but then it goes, who knows, maybe they would hate that I did that for them. But yeah, this episode is brought to you by Angel Studios. If I don't know, a 6-minute, you know what I'm saying, come out as gay or the universe ends monologue did not
What
show
in
up
the
on your bingo
world?
card, then and what's funny about it though is it's not even the presence of a gay character that bothers me. In fact, I think there's plenty of gay people on Earth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
we'll
saying?
get- we'll
it
get to
it
this.
enriches the plot line. It's the fact that saving the world had to stop.
Yes, it
You know
did.
what I'm saying?
No, it did, man.
It's like, it's just the priorities. It's like It's like, could you imagine if like 10 of your buddies were running from the zombies in the zombie apocalypse, and you're just like, you're all thinking like, how are we gonna get out of this together? Like, so and so his leg is broken, I can carry him 1 mile, then Steve could carry him 2 miles. Then they, hold on, mates, hold on, I got something to tell you. Did you find water? Did you find shelter? Did you get ammunition? No. I'm gay.
Like, okay.
Everyone
What?
stops. Let's talk this
What?
over.
You want to have you literally want to do this in the middle of the zombies chasing us. Like, I don't know. It was so out of place.
Okay.
But anyway, the floor is yours.
Okay, wait. So why don't you show everyone this nice little screen right here?
Yeah,
So,
dude. Okay, cool.
you know, since the dawn of Christianity in North America, parents have been getting mad at their kids for getting involved in what they consider to be satanic things, okay? We got Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember a friend's parents said, you shouldn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh! It's satanic.
Dude, Christian cringe is bad. Like,
Christian
I
cringe.
want to distance myself from that. That was my only reluctance to doing this
No,
episode.
but that's the fun thing. We're kind of making
Yeah.
fun of it at the same time. Okay.
Yeah.
And we have an entire mini documentary made about the Satanic Panic that
Oh.
we could. We just have the script written.
That's
just
true.
Needs to be made.
'Kay.
So we're very
on
familiar.
this screen, Jonah, you like Metallica, right? Metal, like, have you
I
ever
should have worn my Metallica
have you ever
shirt.
been accused of liking something that is satanic?
Yes.
Okay. See,
Very much so.
Everyone has at some point.
My
Whether it
mom,
had good
my
music
mom
taste.
literally sat me down with my dad in her classroom when she was a public educator and quizzed me on Magic the Gathering cards.
See, it's
that
right
had just
there.
come out.
Yep,
Beta
there you
had come
go.
out, and I was one of the first kids playing Magic the Gathering. Now, in her defense, there were some kids that had died taking Dungeons and Dragons too far.
Oh gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's on the list too.
And so that combined with the Satanic Panic, like, kind of put her over the edge. And she said, "So when it says summon demon, what does that mean, honey?" And I'm like, "Mom, it's a creature card. This is a hypothetical strategy game. We're not summoning demons." Like, "Are you sure? Because this card says sorcery."
Yeah.
You know, you're
see?
just like,
Same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh.
okay, Mom.
Even Pokemon, Doom. We mentioned Doom earlier. Even
My
the
mom
boomers.
wouldn't let me play the video game, but she was so huge on literacy as a special ed teacher, she let me read the book.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
There's a
by the way,
book.
Doom, created by a Latter-day Saint.
Really?
Created by a Latter-day Saint.
Those
up.
devil worshipping
Yes,
Latter-day
Doom.
Saints.
100%.
Really?
You don't know this?
That's cool.
Yeah,
That is cool.
I'll get his name.
Okay,
Keep going.
even your favorite boomers card, and their parents were saying the Beatles are satanic back in the
Yeah.
day. Have you seen those like short videos that
Well,
like
if
what
you
parents thought
if you
the Beatles
play
were
Helter
like?
Skelter backwards, doesn't it say something?
Yeah, like Paul is dead or something like.
Yeah. Okay. Which is
Yeah,
kind of cool. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so is Stranger Things does it fit the category of Christian cringe? Christian cringe. Okay, so check this out. We already kind of talked about this a little bit. One of the main plot points of Stranger Things is about the character Will. Again, spoiler alert if you
Our
haven't
boy
seen it.
Will, right
Our boy
there.
Will.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's his conversation that he has with a character that's already known to be a lesbian character. And he's basically talking to her about, like, what was it like coming out? Like, tell me what it was like. And she explains, I learned that I needed to just be myself, be me. And by the way, this type of ideology, it's related, it's associated with LGBTQ ideology, but it doesn't have to be. Like, there's plenty of people.
it was associated with like authenticity previous to the movement.
This is independent of LGBTQ
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I was watching it, I was kind of like, that's kind of an interesting message. Why does it not sit right with me? Why does that not sit right with me? So I started thinking about this in my own mind. What is weird about this? And really it's because they're promoting an ideology that is just in contrast to Christianity at large. Why? Because what she's teaching to him is that he needs to just kind of embrace himself. Happiness comes from within, not from without. That he needs to worry about himself over others. And so...
It's called expressive individualism.
Expressive individualism, is what is being promoted.
It's a whole religion, yeah.
Yes. I can keep going, Carden, but it kind of looks like you want to get to Super Chats.
No, keep going. And
Okay.
we'll do super chats once we're ready.
Oh, well, in the next slides, if you have that,
Okay.
this is kind of the Christian response to this type of ideology. So if you could bring those up, this
Okay.
is what... what's the female character's name again? I'm spacing on her.
Which female character?
That's
The
me.
character that he's talking to right here. What's her name?
Oh gosh, I can't remember. It's Uma Thurman's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Just say
Uma
Uma
Thurman's
Thurman's
daughter.
daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So the lesbian girl that he's talking to, this is what she's teaching him. So next slide, please.
Okay.
She's saying that he needs to be born, like just you're born that way, it's fine, blah blah blah. Which of course Jesus teaches us, you must be born again. Okay.
Okay.
Then you have next slide. These are I tried to pick out the very Christian-y, most Christian-y looking things for our Christian cringe here. For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. Okay. She's teaching it the opposite of that. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Last one here. One more.
What's this called again? Jacob Hansen calls it the two conflicting ideologies of the modern day. There's Christianity, and then there's not
secularism.
therapeutic deism. It's called not radical individualism. It's called
Expressive individualism.
expressive
Yeah.
individualism.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
It's,
Which, by the way, sounds like a great name. I'd like to be an expressive individualist. You know.
It's Carl Truman, The Rise and Triumph of the Modern Self, about expressive individualism. One of the most paradigm shifting books I've ever read. He talks about where this comes from. That a century ago, if you would have asked your father, "Are you happy at your job?" he'd have been like, "What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Am I happy at my job? I'm a coal miner. Do you find fulfillment in coal mining?" He'd be like, "What are you talking about? I mine coal. That's what I do. Fulfillment has nothing to do with it. It wouldn't even make sense to him." But today, it's all about self and expressing yourself. It's the highest paramount virtue of the new religion is to express
So
yourself.
I know. So man, sometimes I'm so nervous during these episodes because the truth is, I actually wholeheartedly believe in expressive individualism, that you do have to pursue and
Well, it's
take
based
care
on
of
some
yourself. It's based on some truth, but I really actually believe that sometimes if you're a true expressive individualist that wants to seek self-actualization and fulfillment and so on and so forth, you need to learn the discipline that only discipleship can give you in order to actually have more longevity and get more good out of life over the long term. And where expressive individualism fails is when it becomes a catalyst for hedonism or self-indulgence or short-term fulfillment over long-term success and happiness and longevity. And that's a problem. So I sometimes I don't know what to say when I look at these modern Hollywood productions where it's like, I do believe in the walk and the talk, saying be yourself, chase what you want, don't
Sure.
worry about others. But it's like they never add the last adjective or adverb. Chase what you want in the long term and will make you the happiest for the longest period of time over. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always whatever the short term version is, not necessarily the long term. Short term leads to hedonism. Long term leads to familial success. Like the best quote I heard the other day was actually from Adam Packer, Maddie Packer's husband. He was down here recording with us. And he said something so interesting. He said, most of your success in your 40s and 50s, he's a banker. He deals with, everything from agricultural loans to commercial loans to private finance, the whole 9 yards. Guy's a number cruncher. And after having dealt with thousands of transactions, he came up with a phrase, and who knows, maybe he didn't coin the phrase and I'm just giving him credit for it. But he said most of your success and happiness in your 40s and 50s is based off of choices you make in your 20s. And so it's like, I do believe in expressive individualism, especially when you're young, but you got to be playing the long game, bro.
It's got to be
We're playing the
grounded
long
in
game.
something
Yeah, it's got to
other
be
than
grounded
yourself.
in something. And right now, secularist hedonism, consumerism, short-term, sexualism, because everything has to be sexualized. It's not serving these people long-term, man.
And
It's not
and
serving
this
them.
is one of the great appeals of Alyssa Grenfell, of Haley Rawle. And Girls Camp. This is her great offering to the world, is that she tells all these women, you can have it all, you can have it now. Don't wait for anything. You can have it all, you can have it now. And the truth is that in the gospel, women in particularly, they take years of self abasement. Years, like 15, 20 years of I am going to be home with these children talking baby talk. I'm not going to have a job. I'm not going to have work friends or work parties. I'm going to devote myself to this for like this long stretch. Like men, we do sacrifice, but men have friends at work. Men have work parties. Men have weekends. Men have kind of two lives they might bounce between. But to have like to be a traditional mother is a giant sacrifice for like 2 decades. And these young women look at that and say, I don't want to do that. I want it now. And that's what Haley Rawl preys on. She preys on that. Have it all, have it now. You don't need to wait for anything. Just be hot and drink your latte, your iced tea.
Swig.
And,
Excuse us.
you
Swig.
know,
I don't know if I go so far as to say hot. Let's cool it.
well, whatever. That's what she wishes. Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Let's
We got one more.
Let's calm down on that one.
You know what I'm saying? So okay, I just looked at your PowerPoint presentation, and you got some really funny funny observations here. So we're gonna burn through your PowerPoint.
But we need more likes. We need more likes, people.
Yes, more likes, please. Next one, though. We got one more of the Christian cringe little statements that we need to remind ourselves of why this is kind of anti-Christian ideology. So we did this one. So it says, if anyone would come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Okay. So Christians are called to sacrifice, right? Mm-hmm. That is one of the essential messages of Christianity. Okay.
Yes.
But this is kind of the opposite. So I'm watching this. I'm like, okay, I get it. It's an ideology that I don't believe in, but I can still find entertainment in the show, right?
Yeah, of course.
But then, I started noticing some symbolism that I couldn't help but wonder, my goodness, are the authors here trying to be more not so subtle about this anti-Christian story they're trying to tell? Like, not only is it an ideology that's like, okay, that's anti-Christian, I don't believe in it, whatever, but then on the other side, the enemy starts to tell a story that is quite interesting. So, do we want to pause and do some super chats and we can get into the enemy side of this?
We'll do some super chats right now really fast. Thank you, everybody who has commented on the super chats. We appreciate your generosity. And here we go. First off, a minor prophet Ian Malcolm, thank you for your super chat. Says, Cardin, check Word Radio Community Discord. I tagged you in a meme about this. For the life of me, I can't.
Which, by the way,
I'm such a Discord boomer. I don't know
meme is expressed in a later chat, in a later super chat. So you'll kind of get the same.
Okay. Then we got the second.
I just want to make it clear that for our brothers and sisters who might struggle with, might have same-sex attraction, we throw no shade on you.
No.
We are the religion in which we believe you have more worth and potential than any other religion in the world, and we love you.
Besides being a terrible plot point,
we just don't like Hollywood writers.
The ideology.
Yeah, I was about to say the people that traffic in human misery to virtue signal.
Who use you. Yeah, use you to interrupt an awesome story.
Stop literally from saving the world.
Yeah, dude, when you say it out loud, you're like, "What is this show?" You know,
well,
like, this is a stupid
I haven't
plot.
seen these, and listening to you guys, I'm like, "What?"
When you
earth
watch
is
it,
going
it's
on?
like it's so, and it's sad because it betrays the coolness of Stranger Things. It is an example of sitcoms in the 90s did this when the Christian right was big and was popular in the 80s and 90s. All the time, sitcoms would get ruined when they got preachy.
Yes, yeah.
All right. And
You're right.
sitcoms would be ruined by the right-wing influence, by the Christian influence, and they'd get preachy, and then they would just become insufferable. Okay. And the exact same thing happens on the opposite end of this, the spectrum with Stranger Things. I just wonder if maybe it wasn't late writing, because if people thought these were like super popular ideas, it was like it really seemed like a script straight out of 2017.
Yeah, they wrote it like years ago. That's what it seems like.
It seemed like a pre-COVID super woke Trump derangement syndrome.
And you know why this is so bad? Because I watched the first 3 seasons.
They're so good. I love Stranger Things.
And then I just let my boys, my 3 teenage sons, watch the last 2 seasons all on their own, and I didn't watch them. And I'm like, gosh, I gotta vet everything now, because
oh no, let them watch it. It's funny.
they were up there for 6.5 minutes watching this great. Oh my gosh,
guys, I have to tell you something. And we're like, what? Like, is the demon in him? Like, did he see the death of one of the main characters? Like, there's so many different things it can be. But what's so funny?
You knew it was coming.
No, I pegged it though. I pegged it. Like, as soon as he sat down and he said, okay, but guys, I have to tell you something. And they all gather around. You can ask Brittany. She will vouch for me when she came in. I said, oh, is this where he has to come out as gay now? Within 30 seconds. And it was so funny because it was like they did the slow pan. They did the slow pan through all the characters. And you realized this is the only time in the entire season where literally every character is going to be in the same room in order to experience something profound.
Jeez.
And that profound thing is not saving the life of a friend. It's not stopping the annihilation of the human race. It's not, saving the literal world from the auspices of like evil personified. No, it's a teenager we all already knew was gay. Just like telling all his buddies that he's gay. It was the worst writing on the freaking planet.
It's such
it
a
sucks because it's
cartoon.
Stranger Things. Stranger Things was like the Goonies mixed with
E.T.
It was like the Goonies mixed with the. It was literally as cool. Stranger Things first season, like 1, 2, and 3-ish, even with the gay characters, which I don't care about. There's gay people in this world. I don't care about gay representation in cinema, all right? But, like, it was as close to, like, classic, awesome John Hughes, family-friendly, cool.
Yeah.
They had gay representation, but it wasn't overbearing. I didn't mind watching it with my kids. I'm not a pearl clutcher. But, like, the last season, bro, they lost the magic on the social issues. I hate to say it, but they lost some of the magic.
Oh, bummer.
It's just like when Conan O'Brien chastised comedians for being. Did you hear that?
Yes, I remember that. That was
recently?
fantastic.
Yeah, where he just said you
Fantastic.
sacrificed your number one skill, which is comedy,
Yes.
for anger. And now by just constantly hammering on Trump and saying F Trump, F Trump, you're no longer a comic. You're just like an angry activist, and you've lost your most powerful thing. The most powerful part of Stranger Things was it renewed the coolness of monsters and the unknown and being a little nerdy and being a little geeky. Like it coolified that. And with all of that social power and acumen, what did it do in its freaking final episode? It forced us to sit down and listen to the dude we already knew was probably gay, just tell us how gay he was. It was like, dude, we could see your gayness from space, bro. Like, I just like, So it's
Well, and look, I don't want to say, look, gay or homosexual or whoever you are, everybody knows crappy writing when they see it.
exactly.
Do they think that gay people can't look at this and say, "Stop it"? You had such a great
I would
thing
be
going.
embarrassed as a
I'd
Mormon.
be embarrassed.
I would be embarrassed as a Mormon if, like, let's just say, just to be fair, let's just say they had stopped the world from being saved, stopped evil personified from killing the human race,
Yeah.
and had stopped the plot line of how they're going to take down the ultimate monster. Because Vecna is as scary a monster in the 2020s, I would say, as Darth Vader was in the 70s. Like, my kids don't like looking at the screen and hearing that voice of Vecna. It was they did such an amazing job, right? If a character would have stopped, if that character, instead of being gay, would have been Mormon,
and they've been like,
And-
we need to take 5 minutes to talk about
Joseph Smith,
understanding
and how I really actually believe, and it would have been so cringe.
horrible.
And I would
Oh
have
my
I would have
gosh.
called the directors and said, I'm a
Oh.
Mormon. Truncate that little speech to 30 seconds if you need
No,
it, but trust
the
me.
director, I would have gone through my entire contacts list, every person. I'm just going to apologize for that
behalf of Stranger
horrible.
Things.
That was so embarrassing. Next call. Hi, this is Jonah. I just want to call to apologize. Everyone, that have been so awful. So
Yeah. So anyway, it was nearly comical. So we'll go to the rest of these super chats and then we'll keep going.
Okay.
So here we go. Maduro took less time than that scene. Oh my gosh! Delta Force literally came in. Delta Force literally came in and kidnapped a third world dictator in less amount of time than it took for Stranger Things to announce the gayness of the guy we all knew was already
We
gay.
should be paying you for that super
That
chat.
was
That's an
funny.
excellent joke. Good
That's
job.
a real asshole. That's old Fog Defense, moderator of the chat. Thank you very much, Fog, for hanging out. Then he continues with another super chat. Says, Stranger Things is very Christian. Will gets possessed by a demon, becomes gay.
That is
Oh,
not
hey,
nice.
Hey.
Okay.
That's humorous.
That's funny.
That's humorous. All right. Yeah, a little bit rough around the edges.
little bit
but
fine.
you know what I'm saying? We do not endorse this statement. Okay. But the fact it was said is kind of funny. At this point, I can't just help but laugh at the scene. I just like it's that something where normally in real world scenario you'd be very defensive, but it was so just
This must have been the way you're describing it. I
was-
can't even imagine how.
Well, we-
It was
just
a
like-
big deal. It was like a big,
Yeah.
major plot point.
6 minutes.
I don't know how
6
long it was.
minutes in a movie, in a TV show. That's an
Wait,
eternity.
where'd you get 6 minutes from? Is that
What-
real?
what was? Didn't you say it was like? No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Somebody, I'll go Google.
Dude, it was a long time. Bro. It felt like an eternity. So here we are. Gork says, "This just proves what happens when you play TNT."
See? It's a devil's game. Not
These
D&D.
super chats are funny.
Yeah.
It literally
That's
was a
funny.
5-minute monologue, which took 2 12-hour days to film,
Wow.
according to Noah Schnapp, the actor.
Well, even it's not just that part.
What?
Wait, who's that guy? That
Will's coming out scene in Stranger Things season 5 took a massive effort to film, requiring
William?
2 separate 12-hour days. With the initial shoot and another full day for reshoots, making an extremely long and intense production for actor Noah Schnapp.
Oh, he's
And
the kid who
cast, the
plays
nearly
Will Byers.
5-minute monologue was filmed across 2 days, with the rest of the cast staying to support him. What is happening?
Interesting.
It was like it was
going on?
nearly like a religious ritual.
No, but
I'm not kidding.
They
you,
built
bro.
up to
It's
it
like-
for a long time.
No, like literally, like you could sense it. It was finally the moment where all the characters, because there's all these disparate groups going and doing different things, all these different partnerships. Like one's out here in the base trying to do, to cut the wire. One is, crawling underneath the mail carrier truck to try and steal the envelope. And all of Stranger Things is about like these Goonie kids that are totally
Yeah.
lovable and awesome,
Yeah.
finding ways to just
Have an
stop this
adventure.
paranormal. Yeah, it's everything great about Indiana Jones and the Goonies and 90s and early 2000s cinema just wrapped into one cool TV show that I would actually say is generally pretty wholesome until the last season, where it's literally seems
The weird.
like the producers like negotiated like, okay, we're just gonna put all the woke into like the last 3 episodes.
And what a sad reductionism
Yeah.
to do to a character.
Okay,
Is that-
that's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we keep going? So,
yeah, let's keep going.
so on the one hand, so again, independent of LGBTQ stuff, we have this ideology, as you call it, the
Expressive individualism.
expressive individualism. Okay, so it's like, okay, that's kind of an anti-Christian message, whatever. But then you look at who they're going up against, and there's some interesting parallels. Can you pull up the first image that we saw? You start to see some very Christian symbology, if you will,
Okay.
that starts to creep into the show at certain aspects. Okay, first,
Ooh, okay.
so take a look at this image right here.
Yeah, gotcha.
What comes to mind when you first see this? It looks
Catholic
very
candles,
Catholic,
Catholic
very
candles.
Catholic, almost like you see
Orthodox,
like
yeah.
a saint in the background there, like
Okay.
almost like a picture of maybe. Okay, interesting. So let's take a look at this evil character they're going up against, Vecna, as he's called, Vecna.
Okay.
He is zero. He is the okay. First, a main plot point in Stranger Things season 5 is he's gathering followers. Guess how many followers he's trying to gather, Jonah?
12.
12 followers. And he believes he's trying to gather 12 followers, one of which, by the way, is going to betray him.
Sorry. This is
The young
villain?
lady is going to betray. Oh,
The
what's her name?
villain?
Holly. Yeah, the villain is gathering 12 young
Yeah,
children
this
to be
is
his followers.
Vecna when he's in his human form.
So this right here is like the Last Supper type of setting that's going on.
Oh, and Vecna's like the Trinity. Vecna has his human form. He's got his godlike crazy in the upside down form, and then there's his spirit that can possess you and get implanted into you. Oh my gosh.
And-
It's like Satan's counterfeit of the Trinity.
Yeah. What the heck? And it gets even more. Okay, so Vecna, first off, one of the themes that they're talking about that they're worried about is they're worried that the kids have these soft minds and they're going to be manipulated by Vecna, and that Vecna is going to poison their minds into thinking that something is not true, like they're not on the real world, that there is some other reality outside of the real world that is going to save them. That's what they're worried that Vecna is going to put into the minds of these kids. And where does Vecna live in season 5, Cardin?
In a house.
But where is that house? Remember, they introduced a new element to Stranger Things in season 5. It's not just the Upside Down. Where is it? It's in a separate planet, right? Do you remember, what do they call it? The Abyss?
No. Oh, yeah, the Abyss. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Abyss. Okay, you have Earth. You go through the ground to get to
Upside
a
down.
wormhole, which is upside down, and above that is another planet that literally lives above the upside down in the heavens, that Vecna is promising to bring heaven to earth. He's telling them, he lives up in heaven, he's gathering his 12 disciples, and he's telling them, he's promising them that a new kingdom is coming to the earth, and it's coming from heaven, and it's slowly going to merge with this earth if you allow it.
It's like the city of Enoch.
It's like heaven.
That
Wow.
He literally lives in the sky in season 5,
Okay.
and his desire is to merge
Heaven
the
and
sky, heaven and earth, with his 12 disciples.
Earth.
Again,
Oh, yeah, there you are. Look at that.
number 12, by the way, is the Judas of the group because she knows the truth and is trying to betray him.
Okay.
Okay, let's keep looking with
I'm just mad because it
parallels.
sounds so unoriginal now.
Okay, look. Oh, what did I do? What did I
I
do?
see what you did. I see what you did.
Okay,
At this point, are we just fishing?
we're fishing a little
Are
bit.
we just fishing?
we are
Look at this
trying
one.
to be Christian cringe, man, at its finest. That's what we're trying to do.
Satanic panic.
Satanic panic. Okay, wait. Listen to this. Okay. In season 4, Vecna dies. But then he comes back to life in season 5. He's still alive. He essentially is resurrected already and is now trying to merge heaven into earth. Okay. He lives in the tree of life in heaven. Okay. You see my slow merge of the tree of life. The colors match pretty darn good. Okay. Okay. He ascends into heaven. He has supernatural powers. And then also, Vecna is described as the firstborn of this Papa character,
Yeah, that's true.
who he's the first. He's number 1. So he's the primogenito. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
The first one that has these magical powers and they're trying to have him teach everyone else like how to use these supernatural priesthoods. I mean,
This sounds very
spirit-
overt. Is it this overt? This sounds
Yeah.
extremely
okay,
anti-Christian
I'm just saying,
overt.
does that not kind
or
of look
just
like?
symbolic to generate conversations.
And then you have
Horrible conversations, like,
images like this one
doesn't bother me.
and unoriginal.
that kind of looks like, a cross, like he's hanging on his own cross here. Of course, I couldn't quite explicitly make it a cross, but he's in that type of
No,
position.
it's like the video game. It's like a
raises himself up all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're catching the parallels here.
Yeah, the subtle parallels, yeah.
Okay, I'm feeling like only about half of these parallels,
Okay.
but the coming out scene was cringe.
So the question is, well, see, that's what we're trying to do here. I'm playing the role as the Christian cringe parent that's like, oh, this is satanic. I can't let my kids watch it.
I've got to
And
ask
you're
my
here
kids if
to
they
correct
sense
me
this.
and tell me, Cardin, dude, you're being too
Well,
cringe,
so
man.
my
This
only
is-
real disappointment was this. So for me, I don't think I've never espoused or believed. I want to follow the funny. Okay, I've never espoused or believed that because something is portraying evil that it is demonic or it is satanic. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that just think a horror movie is satanic because it's, it's horror and what it's portraying, okay? I actually think very intelligent humor, very intelligent writing, very good plots can be explored through the horror genre. So horror is not inherently evil, just like rap is not inherently bad. There's smooth-brained Christians out there that are like, rap isn't music. Shut up. It's a genre of music. Yes, it's music. It can be used for good or for evil. It is neutral. It is just a genre. It's what you do with that genre and how you inspire men towards positive or negative living that makes it demonic or not demonic, right?
Real quick, actually, what we're really debating is if it's anti-Christian, not if it's demonic.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I had to point that out there in my most nerdy voice I could muster.
I will say this. I'm not here to defend white Christian nationalism. I'm not here to defend.
I hope not.
I'm not here to defend, the Protestant or the evangelical right wing that absolutely hates Mormons. Okay. I'm not here to defend any of those guys. Okay.
Okay.
But.
but you're gonna defend him.
No.
Don't.
But like, I'll say, I'm fine. I have a bigger problem with just like the patheticness of virtue signaling than I do necessarily like the overt co-opting of symbolism to try and empower a character. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I mean, I thought Stranger Things was cool, and my bigger issue actually was, at the end of a season, what you have the hero go do when they ride off into the sunset says more about your intentions as a writer, the quality of the production, the meaningfulness of the series. What they do when they ride off into the sunset is very important, okay? And in the ride off into the sunset scenes at the end of the scene, like when they're drinking beers on top of the radio station, like the one girl basically just became a raging lesbian activist librarian wearing like a tweed jacket. Like she literally looked like a transgender studies
Nancy?
Assistant, Nancy,
okay.
assistant professor at like Yale. And she used to be like the heartthrob that everybody had a crush on. And I'm just like, this is the character arc that the angry New York Times lesbian writer wants all women to, but like she wanted to watch the pretty girl in the feminine dress character arc into having a slicked back dude haircut with a baggy male jacket looking like completely androgynous, if not masculine, right? Like they just completely wokeified her. And it's like, okay. And that's fine if that happens to one of the characters because some people end up going that route. And again, I'm fine with representation in cinema. But when it's like, every person ends up being there. There wasn't, I think they only allowed one guy, Harrington, was the only guy that was allowed to have kind of like a normal career as a teacher.
Wanted a family.
And the only one of them was allowed to overtly express that they would like a family, but they didn't have it. Everybody else had to be gay, had to be raging woke, had to be just like depressed and nihilistic. It was kind of like, man, like, is there no hope in the world? Like, why'd you save the world if you're all just going to be like angry, childless cat ladies?
Writers just expressing their own selves. But here's an example. What is your favorite movie?
King Kong, 1933.
Okay. What's the second favorite movie?
V for Vendetta.
V for Vendetta. What is V for Vendetta about? On the elevator
voila,
speech.
in view, a humble vaudevillian veteran cast vicariously as victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So also one of my absolute favorite movies. I didn't even like think about the fact that really the entire movie, the impetus for the whole thing is that there's a lesbian woman who gets
taken by the state.
Taken by the state because it's about the oppression of a same-sex couple.
Right wing Christian nationalism.
And by whiter and Christian nationalists, not for a moment
Yeah.
did I think, oh, this virtue signaling, this wokeism.
No, because it was germane.
because it was
worked.
so well written. It
Yeah.
was so well written,
And it wasn't
was
virtue
awesome.
signaling.
No, it wasn't.
It was relevant to the character's development and growth pattern.
Yes, it was great.
Yeah.
It was so great. It was not shoehorned in awkwardly, clumsily. It was so
And like
masterfully
the
done.
entire DC universe of superheroes didn't have to gather around V, so he could say, "I'm doing this for my lesbian friend. Let me tell you a story. Hold on. Let me tell you a story. No, evil. Wait a minute. You know,
Just 1 minute.
Yeah, but that's an example of like I never thought that was look I representation fine whatever that's fine. It's usually grossly overrepresented, but whatever, that's fine. But it's the clumsy writing. It's a sin against writing. Is
Exactly.
what's horrible. That's what's offensive about it.
That's true. It's like none of us have, and then it puts us in this weird spot where it's like if we complain about it, they're just going to call us anti-gay.
Right? That's what they. That's what
You
they'll
know,
go
but
to.
it's like no, really, it's not the gayness of the character. It's the fact that you disrespected the audience in order to prioritize your stupid woke political agenda, and you're no different than the Christian right that went preachy in the 80s and 90s.
Yes,
So the very
yes.
thing that you are preaching
Yes,
against, which
100%.
is right-wing bigotry against gay kids, is the thing that you ended up espousing. And just like Conan O'Brien
Brutal.
says, you put down your best weapon in order to espouse the derangement syndrome. Stranger Things put down their mysterious weapon and became an activist, and it just became cringe.
Remember when the Berenstein Bears went hyper-Christian? Anybody else remember this? Somebody out there
No.
remembers this. Chat, I'm not crazy. Berenstein Bears, classic, fantastic.
They went hyper
And
Christian.
they went hyper-Christian. The original Jan and Stan Berenstein, whatever, they died and their child took over, and they were like, we're adding a baby, and everybody is super evang.
Oh,
And they made the whole family and so everyone ends with a scripture or a hymn,
Really?
or them going to church, and they just got hyper Christian. And
look-
I'm sorry, but I hate it. I hate it. I'm like, no, look, I am all those things. I love all those things, but don't ruin this great story by shoehorning in
Here it
this
is.
message.
Look at this. It says, yes, the Berenstein Bears series became explicitly Christian with the Living Lights line launched by Stan and Jan's son, Mike
Yeah.
Berenstein,
See?
after he found his own faith, though original books focused on general morals. You know what?
Yes.
That's a good way of putting it. None of us have problem with general morality.
Yeah.
We love it. That's American cinema. But the second it becomes Christian cringe passion play, we hate that crap. It's like when sitcoms went preachy in the 90s. And then when it becomes woke, everything's about me coming out for 6 minutes as gay, postpone the literal end of the universe so I get the limelight on me issues. It's the exact same thing as Christian cringe. Now it's just woke cringe. And like Conan O'Brien said, you sacrifice your best weapon and become an angry activist instead of becoming a comedian, or in this case, a mysterious Stranger Things writer.
And I would just like to point
oh.
out that once again, another example of when I say something on the show and Cardin immediately goes to fact check me. And I'm proven correct.
He
This
did,
happens
yeah.
all the time. Cardin's always like,
No,
wait
I
a minute,
believed
wait
you,
a
but I just
minute.
wanted
And
an
it turns out I
example.
was right.
and you can
No,
go
I'm not
to
fact checking.
Yeah, oh,
hillary.org.
you-
Look, Joe Rogan always
To fact
fact checks
check.
Alex Jones when he's on his show because he doesn't want to feel the smoke.
I'm
And
Alex
when you're on
Jones.
my show, you know, you're more
I'm
than Alex
Alex
Jones.
Jones.
With all this shite that the B-tier academics have put me through for having you on my show, you know what I'm saying? I have to preserve my good name amongst people that hate me
That's a good point.
perpetually
All right,
and hate you
touche.
perpetually and will never be satisfied.
Has he ever been wrong, Cardin? Has he ever been wrong?
No, that's
Yeah.
actually the fun
Yeah.
part.
Ooh.
Oh, and the Paul brothers have done this to me on all these shows, and I'm like, actually, you know what that means? And they're like, wait a minute, wait a minute. And I'm right, and I'm always right, people.
By the way, I completely know what you're talking about because Brad Whitbeck used to do it to me.
Oh, really? Oh, did he?
Yeah, and Brad
He'd be
Whitbeck, he
like,
said,
"Let's
he literally
see."
said, "You're the easiest person I know to fact check." And I said, "What are you talking about?" He says, "Because everything you say that I've never heard of that I look up is like the first link. You know, like the first time it happened, I remember we were on a live stream and I said, yeah, no, there's proof that if you are participating in a religion, especially specifically religions that have rites of passage, the kids end up being more well-adjusted regardless of sexual orientation, education level, And he was like, okay, before I like espouse this, like he just goes on, he looks it up and then he was like,
hold on.
holy crap. He's like, there it is, the first link. It was when we were editing for This Is the Show. Sorry, I remember it wasn't a live stream. It was when we were editing for This Is the Show. He literally said, you are the easiest person to fact check.
And
So,
now
yeah.
you have become. See that? You used to be on the other side.
but also
now you become
it's-
just like
It's not
Bill,
me fact checking as much as me trying to just
like
show the
Stranger
audience.
Things has become Berenstein Bears.
I'm serving the audience, not you or my own ego. Okay. So,
By the way, I just fact checked what you said about
Yeah.
Brad. That Brad, and I think you're right. It looks like
It's all just going round and round.
okay, we got a couple of super chats here we're going to address, and then we're going to keep going, having some fun. If you
it's
guys
literally the first link.
have anything you want,
That's what I was fact checking. If it's the first link, it turns out
is it really?
it was. Yeah, it was.
Okay, cool. So here he goes. We've got Grork. Oh wait, no, sorry. We've got The Real Ascot says, of course I'm rough around the edges. Porter Rockwell is my spirit animal. This is funny.
That's funny.
Full Q. I wonder what he's trying to say. Okay, so when are we getting an LDS debate on Warhammer 40K? I don't play Warhammer. Do you play Warhammer?
I've never played Warhammer.
Yeah, it's the one where it's like there's like little hills and you have like little robot
I
characters.
hear that it's awesome.
and- yeah.
I hear that it's awesome.
I'd do some Warhammer if somebody wanted to teach me. You know, I'd do some Warhammer some night at a game night, which could be really cool. We should do that as part of the Ward Radio after party. We'll
And
figure
just
that out.
and just a reminder, guys. So I actually brought here to the studio with me today some copies of my books to give away to people who purchase items in the Ward Radio store. So these books, and I'm going to put on lipstick and I'm going to kiss the pages of these books for you. So if you order something out of the Ward Radio
Gross.
store, then we're going to be adding some books for giveaways. FYI.
What a nasty woman you are.
What a nasty. You are fake news.
Okay,
Kiss
so
the
here we
books.
go. Here we go.
Rose.
To be fair, that season had way worse going for it.
Oh, I am so never going to watch these seasons now. I
No,
left
you
it at
have
1, 2,
to,
and
bro.
3, and I'm done. I'm
You
out.
have to.
I'm
It's
out.
It's not like the worst season in the world. Like they didn't completely ruin it. There's some good parts in there.
Well, I
There's some
heard that
good
they
stuff.
go to like Russia, or there's a bunch of Russian in it, which makes me want to watch it.
There's zero Russian in season 5.
Or 4?
Oh,
I've never seen 4.
season 4, does that one have the Russians in it?
There's a
Oh
Russian
yes, there is a
character.
lot of Russians in
This
season
is what
4.
I've heard, and so I think,
Yes.
oh, maybe
Yeah.
I'll watch that. But
Season
I'm not
4 is
invested
really
in this
good.
anymore. I'm not
Season
invested in this
4
anymore.
was good.
Dude, that's
You've
what I'm
lost me.
saying. Is like season 4 is actually kind of cool.
Season 4 was
And you're
epic,
thinking
man.
like
Scary.
5's gonna be epic. No,
they
it's a
kinda
big.
botched it, man.
It's like the gay rom com in Last of Us.
Dude, they undid all the cool things they set up in season 4. They just undid them.
Bro, you've never seen the gay rom com in Last of Us?
No.
So,
Bro, it is so funny. It's like the most masculine, just gasoline drenched zombie. I think it was on HBO, you know. And they did a lot of due diligence. Like, it's a fungus that infects the zombies. So if you touch one part of the fungus, the entire like colony knows that you're there. And there's just these crazier and crazier animals because it's based off the video game. And I'm not a big gamer, but I've seen the side-by-side clips. They actually did a really good job of like recreating the opening of The Last of Us to be just like the opening of the video game. And it was scary. This, like, oftentimes when people make live action movies out of video games, it's not such a good hit. You know, like
yeah, sure, absolutely.
hardly works.
It
Yeah.
doesn't work, yeah. But in The Last of Us, like, it really works. But like, unless there was a gay rom-com in the video game,
you have to pay the woke tax.
Maybe there
like,
was.
yeah, like maybe there was, and I just didn't notice. But I just remember thinking, like, did I accidentally order the wrong DVD? You know, like, they had like the whole gay butt loving scene in the middle of this.
What the
And it's like, yeah, there's like them all tossing around in the sheets, like, and stuff.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
jeez.
The whole 9 yards. And it's
yeah,
just
you're like looking.
You're like, I
DVD.
thought I was getting a zombie film. Like, thought I was watching a zombie film, and next thing I know, I'm watching literal zombies. It's like really funny. Oh, dude, I'm dying here. This episode is funny. So anyway, yeah, we great series, The Last of Us. Great series. Just buckle your seatbelts and invite your gay friend over. He'll probably appreciate it. He'll probably really appreciate it. So anyway, what's the? Oh, sorry, we got other super chats here. So that was funny, dude. Dude, where's the freaking super chats? I'm not. Oh, it just crashed on me. Here we go. Yeah, no, it's coming back. It's coming back. Here we go. Okay, so the chat's back. Sorry. I was like, oh no, they heard us laughing at The Last of Us, episode 7.
Yeah,
okay.
That's real. That's
Tanner
real.
Wilcox said, just in your last stream, I was taught my whole life that we get a planet. Please explain, how can we be like God without doing what he does?
Okay. Well, so Tanner, so the phrasing means a lot. If someone says you get your own planet, they're probably trying to make a caricature of a very sacred doctrine, which is the apotheosis, believed by all the early apostles and disciples that we can become like our Father in heaven. But you get your own planet like it's
Sky Daddy. You
like
believe
it's
in Sky Daddy.
Yeah, like it's
Like
a
say-
prize in a McDonald's box. That is not something we've ever believed or ever said. This is all an interpolation. It's a speculation out of some deeper doctrine.
And it's no different than when people say, like, oh, Catholics worship the saints. It's like, no, they
No, they don't
don't. Like,
worship the
believing that
saints.
somebody else that's already perfected
Yeah.
and divine advocates on behalf of you for other, divinity is okay. I can see why it might be easily misconstrued, but the perpetuation of the stereotype is actually at this point, like, I've heard it ad nauseum, and it's a misrepresentation, and it's parroted by people that already know the explanation, know that it's false. So at some point, it's no longer a doubt. It's no longer a critique. It's just an anti-Catholic
It's
trope.
a pejorative, yeah.
And so you get your own planet has basically just become an anti-Mormon trope, and it's recycled by cynical anti-Mormon evangelical activists.
Yeah.
And it's gross.
We do absolutely believe that God wants us to be co-creators with him. He wants to share his throne. He wants more thrones around him filled with all us and spread creation through the universe. Absolutely,
Amen.
That's what we believe. But just when people say, you get your own planet, it's like, no, it's not like hey, if you join our church, you get to design and you get a planet, punch a ticket, here's your planet or whatever. You get the gold package. Like, that's silly.
But we don't shy away from apotheosis.
No.
We don't. Not at all.
Everybody
And
believes in
actually, I'm
apotheosis.
leaning into the meme. Yes, Tanner Wilcox, we get our own planet. Mine has shag carpet and one of those
velvet
Austin
drapes.
Powers rotating sofas with like leopard print, and I've got velvet drapes and a jukebox like in the Michael Jackson music video. When I walk in, the anti-gravity of Starbase Kolob takes my quarter and just I flick it, and it goes in,
Wow.
and boom,
Wow.
my favorite song starts playing.
Bro, scene.
Yeah.
Scene,
And he
man.
has copies of The Last of Us with the missing DVD without the
Bro,
rom-com.
I'm gonna be playing this in the background.
Well, I don't want to watch
I
it,
want to
man.
see what young kids said. I'm pretty sure it was The Last of Us gay rom-com. I'm just like typing this in right now.
Just getting a list of shows.
And look, here it
I'm
is.
never gonna watch.
The Last of Us, Bill and Frank's Unforgettable First Kiss, a YouTube Sony picture. So The Last of Us HBO series features prominent gay love stories, most notably the beautiful tragic romance between Bill and Frank.
Man, is there anything
in
else
season-
important going on besides
here it is. I'm gonna pull
your
it
own
up.
self-expression?
It
The
is-
world is ending. There's zombies eating everybody. Do we not have time to deal with that? No, we have to
They literally
stop and
they
self-express.
go jogging together, bro.
It-
They go jogging.
I want to know what Brittany's reaction was when she walked in on you watching that. And you're like, I swear it was a zombie show. I swear this is a zombie show, man.
I swear I'm a dude.
Oh, jeez. But hey, Tanner, but great question, dude. Tanner, it's a great question, and it's not a simple answer. If you want to hear a little more about it, you can go to the Ward Radio Discord. We'd love to talk to you about it and explain it in more detail. Look, the gospel doesn't fit on a fortune cookie. And so, great question. You were not taught lies that we get our own planet. It's just, it takes a little bit of detailing out. It's a glorious doctrine that belongs only in our church. We're the only people who truly embrace the Lord's teaching about apotheosis. This is the only place you get it. So go check out the Word Radio Discord, and some of people there can explain it.
Okay, so here it is. I just found it out. It's episode 3 called The Long, Long Time. This episode focuses entirely on survivalist Bill, Nick Offerman. Like, here it is. It focuses entirely on survivalist Bill and his relationship with Frank Bartlett. It's a critically acclaimed, of course it is, it's literally a gay rom-com, emotionally powerful story about finding purpose, love, and building life together in the ruins, described as a, quote, masterclass in character-driven storytelling. It's like literally season 3, bro. It's like season 1, meet the monsters. Season 2, escape and survive just barely from the monsters. Episode 3, gay rom-com. What the heck?
That's funny.
I know
One
so
of
many
these
people
is
that
not
just stop
like the other.
watching after season 3. It's so funny. And they're all kids, too. Actually, what's really interesting is, who alerted me to this first was, like, the young kids. That was right when there was when I started noticing a crack in the foundation of woke, was in The Last of Us. I knew it was over because all the kids were just savaging episode 3
Yeah.
of The Last of Us, because they're all stoked to show up and watch their favorite video game. And then they get 2 episodes when you're binge watching. The next thing you know is you're
like,
sitting in a room
"What
with
is
like
this?"
10 of your buddies watching a homosexual rom-com. Yeah, it was pretty funny. So last super chat right here. We've got, this is a really interesting one. You want to read it?
What is this? Late to the party, what did I miss?
No, sorry. This
No.
is Alban Awan.
Oh,
Actually, I'll read it. Sorry about that.
Wait, did we miss some of these ones?
No, we read them. Just listen to your
okay.
last stream. I was taught my whole life we get a planet. Please explain. How can we be like God without doing it as we answer Tanner Wilcox? And then Alban Awan says, not a Mormon, parentheses, polytheist. Just want to see, love this wholesome show. Oh, well, first off, thank you very much, Alban.
Thank you.
Wait.
Alban.
Or Alban.
sorry. Is he saying that we're polytheists?
No, I think he
he's a
says not a
polytheist.
Mormon, parentheses, polytheist. Although, you know what's really
Or is he
interesting?
saying that he's not a
Or is
polytheist?
he saying that we're polytheists?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Not a Mormon.
I thought he was saying that
parentheses.
he's a polytheist, but now I'm confused. I think
don't
he's
know
saying
which
that
one.
I'm not one of you
Alban,
polytheists
Alban,
slash
we
Mormons.
require further exposition.
Oh,
We require
interesting.
further detail on this.
You have to list. You have to watch Michael Heiser. Read Michael Heiser's foreword of a book written by Brian Godawa that are the notes on Noah Primeval, a very popular book series that came out a decade ago. It's a young adult series or a teen action series set during biblical times and whatnot, where he says one of the biggest difficult tasks that he has amongst like Christians basically is them gaining the understanding that Christianity is not monotheistic. That Christians oftentimes think they are monotheists, and he says, no, at best we are monolatrists. We are not monotheists. We
says-
are monolatrists.
So he says, I am the polytheist. Sorry.
Okay.
See, that's what I thought. He was
That's
using.
what I thought.
Hey, look, that's fine. We're Christians. Christians should be polytheists.
And I want to know, Alban, thanks so much for tuning in. But what just attracted you to our show? What do you like? I would actually really love to know more about, even if you just put it in the regular, you don't have to give us a super chat. Hey, if you do, dude, and no complaints here.
Yeah, hey, everybody in the chat, be
But-
super nice to Alban, and let's trick him into accepting our religion.
Oh, that's what we're here for.
Let's just be
Hey, we're
so
kinda
nice.
polytheists.
Let's overwhelm him with
Monolatry
kindness.
is basically
People say we're
polytheism.
polytheists.
People say we're polytheists.
So, well, look, my
we should just lean into the meme and start proselyting
my
the
hot take on
polytheists.
this is what the Trinity is that Deuteronomy says we're monotheists, but Christianity clearly is polytheist, and they didn't know how to handle it, so the creeds were like, poly is mono, and they came up with the Trinity. That's my theory.
Well, and this is outside of the Trinity. I think polytheism is rampant in the New and the Old Testament, because what else do you call angels? They're greater than humans. They are supernatural, which means greater, but they are beings, creations of God. They are deity. They are gods with like a little g in every sense of the word.
Yeah, it becomes your a war of definitions.
It just becomes some semantic argument about, okay, well, no. Angels aren't gods. Well, what are they? They're greater than humans.
Yeah, and
they're
and the-
righteous.
the
They're not
obvious-
evil. They're not demons.
The obvious rebuttal is, okay, wait a minute. Is there God the Father? Yes. Is Jesus Christ also God? Yes. So you're a polytheist? No. Why? Because two equals 1. Yeah. Well, that's a cop out. Okay. Like then you could do that with anything. You could just say, "Oh, Mormons, you're demonic." No, we're not. Why not? Well, because demonic means divine. Gotcha. Checkmate. Just redefining terms. Just writing them however you want. Yeah, well, that's cheap. That's easy. And that's what they do to the Trinity. They're like, we want to be monotheist, but we know we're polytheist, so we'll just say they're the same. And they come up with Trinity. That's where it comes from.
What if they were the same? Hear me
Yeah.
out. The same.
What if 3 equals 1?
I mean, really, I think Christians are henotheists, based on your definition, where there's the one most high, and then there's like little angels and stuff.
Well, but that's a type of polytheism.
Right, but
Right.
again, that's how you change the answer. Like,
You change the answer.
Well, yeah, that's how they
Right.
get 3 equals 1.
Right. So, hey, Alvin, welcome. Welcome. Okay, everybody in the chat, super nice. Super duper nice. Compliment Alvin's hair. Okay? Because we're trying to trick him or her. Oh no.
Oh no.
We're trying to trick Alvin.
we want your pronouns, Albin.
Okay. We did miss one from
Okay,
Justice
let's get-
GC. We missed one.
Okay, let's do it.
She said, or he, I don't know. Late to the pronouns, please. Late to the party. What did
What
I
did
miss?
I miss? My take, it's an L show after season 4. So it's probably from the devil.
Maybe I'll do season 4. All right, but you have
Between
more.
people saying swallow a demon, turn gay, and saying Stranger Things is for the devil, we sound like just like 1989. MTV's making the kids and the divorce epidemic real. That's
That's
funny.
what I wanted us to sound like. That's
So
the goal
last
of the episode.
super chat right here is, can't believe you skipped my first super chat. Guess I got to throw more money at you. Just kidding. I love you guys. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, we love
Justice
you too. We
GC.
love you too.
Number 1.
Number 1.
So
Nonsense.
anyway, keep going.
Okay.
You're talking symbolism of Stranger Things.
Well, I mean, so let's rehash it. Firstborn, 001. He dies and comes back to life. He gathers his 12 disciples, one of which is going to betray him.
Jeez.
He ascends into heaven. When he dies, he goes into the abyss, and then he ascends into heaven. He lives by the tree of life, which is like this tree in the heaven. He has supernatural powers, and he is preaching heaven on earth. And they're worried that this religion is going to indoctrinate the children and make them believe in a world that is outside of their own. Instead of just embracing the natural world that's around them, they're going to think of some sky world in the sky. Anyway.
I'm mad because it just sounds lame.
It is.
I mean, look,
really- okay,
like you can look, if you make a jab at Christianity, okay, whatever. Lots of people do that, but at least make it interesting and original and cool. That just sounds so ham-fisted.
So, I'm watching it. I find this ideology from the characters that are the good side that seems a little non-Christian to me. But then that's when I noticed the parallels between Vecna and Jesus. So, I mean, is this for real? Am I like really upset about this? No, like this is more fun than anything. But it sure made me look at it with a different lens.
Okay, can we talk about my Garden? Stop! I just distracting you, bro. Garden, stop! You're
He's
killing
bringing up
me,
pictures from that episode. Oh my gosh!
That's for you, bro.
Stop, man.
That's for you,
Garden, you're killing me, brother.
Like it just
I'm
doesn't
never
make
gonna
you happy,
watch the
bro.
show.
It just doesn't make you happy.
You're such a nerd.
Come on.
You're such a
We gotta
nerd.
save the world. Episode 3.
Zombies are eating the planet.
Literally, this
But
new
let's
type
set-
of
set the
fungus
table.
that you might breathe in through your nose and literally turn a zombie is in the air. But stop. Light the candles.
Put on your dinner
Light
jacket.
the candles.
The world is swimming in zombies. Gotta light the candles.
Is this a real screenshot from the episode?
I think so.
It kind of looks like a painting.
Yeah, like, dude,
Like somebody made a painting of it.
dude, yeah, seriously.
Oh my gosh.
It got like 20 or 30%. Like, and of course, they said anybody that didn't like it was homophobic. And it's like, no, I just like zombie films. Like, would I pay the $14.99 for a zombie film? Now, apparently, I was reading the comments here, and apparently, 2 of the characters in the video game are lesbian.
No, I looked up. There is a character named Billy
Okay.
from the video game. I think that is in fact gay. I think there's a few different characters that are from the video game that are part of this.
Okay, I mean,
Bill.
so look.
I think.
What is?
But did it
what
have
is
to last
happening?
27 minutes? It was an entire episode. Like, can we make it 2.7 minutes? And then go back to the
I
zombies?
can't believe this is real.
Yeah, dude.
That
bro,
they
it's-
did this.
Yeah, well,
You know, someday our grandchildren are gonna look back and be like, "Did that woke thing? Is that real? Really, really?
Dude,
Did they
it's-
really do that?" We're gonna be like, "Yeah, that was really a thing."
yeah, that was
It's hard to
real.
tell what's from the video game and what's from the show.
It
you
took
know?
it took 2 days of filming for his 5-minute
monologue.
2 days.
It had to be perfect.
Oh,
Yeah, because that is the sacred cow that we are
Wow.
making sure is
Dude,
polished.
that was kind of the climax.
That literally, it's the coming out story was the climax of
was.
Stranger Things.
And they set the stakes for it, where if he didn't do that, then he wouldn't be able to access Vecna's mind
and
properly.
him
Really
coming
be
out as
comfortable
gay.
with himself.
stop it!
No, him
Stop.
coming out as gay
What?
unleashed his like supernatural
Yeah.
Vecna beating powers.
No,
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
on,
It's
don't do
serious.
this.
No, dead
Really?
serious. That was the plot point. That's why you
Yeah.
had like they had episodes leading up to it where he first finds out that Robin, that's her name, Robin is a lesbian. He starts talking to her about it. He's having these conversations. It's like one of the episodes. It's like a major plot point. And then of course a few episodes
No,
later,
stop it!
it
What?
comes out. Would you stop, dude? Half of
Gordon.
those are blurred out because they're inappropriate. Stop.
Just looked up the scene. And it went to a bunch of porn sites.
Well, now
I'm
that we've
telling you,
lost all our
it was
viewers,
a hardcore rom-com, dude.
Carter just watching there. What are you doing? Brittany comes in. What are you doing? I'm just waiting for the zombies.
It's a zombie film.
I'm just waiting for the
It's
zombies.
15 minutes in. They're still making love. Yeah, no, I'm sure it's gonna stop sometime soon. Like the fungus is crazy. Oh, now they're gray hair and sodomizing each other. Wait. Are you sure you're not watching porn? I think it's on the porn site. I don't know. It's a zombie film, babe.
The critics love it, man.
It's 2025.
This is you can't even watch. My stomach hurts. You had to have seen it, like, bro. You had to have seen
No,
it.
I
No
don't have
thanks,
to see
man.
it.
It
I
was
don't
funny.
want to see it.
It
It's
was
so
really
sad.
funny.
It's so sad.
Yeah,
Such
dude.
ham-fisted, clumsy writing.
So,
Not a
all right,
fan.
where are we
Not
going
it.
with this, bro? Where are we going
Well-
with this?
I think we've proved it. I think we've proved our thesis. The Vecna is the Christ was actually Vecna. Thank you, Hollywood writers. Thank you, Duffer Brothers.
And you know, actually, what's kind of crazy is the Duffer brothers are great filmmakers. The reason why it was so disappointing what they did in Stranger Things, and I'm not saying boycott Stranger Things. I actually think it's a great production. If you know the 5th season's coming, you can enjoy a little bit better the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. But you know, the 5th was kind of a little bit disappointing. But the Duffer brothers made one of my favorite zombie movies.
They did?
Yeah, Duffer Brothers zombie film. It's very low budget. I think they did it less than 10 million for
Dude,
sure.
Stranger
Yeah,
Things season 1 was very low budget.
No,
and that's
Hidden.
the best one.
Hidden is American psychological thriller film, and I don't want to ruin it,
Okay.
but Hidden was a great film, and I'm pretty sure the Duffer Brothers wrote it. Written and directed by the Duffer Brothers in their feature film debut. Yeah, it was their feature film debut in September 15th. The film received a few positive reviews from critics and grossed $310,273 worldwide. It was made by Warner Brothers. But yeah, it's actually about this family that's having to live underground
Wait.
and they're being hunted. Yeah, they're basically being hunted by these creatures, and you don't know who actually, this is one where I think it's cool enough that I wouldn't. It's apparently called a B B movie here. Let me see. Influx Magazine gives the film a grade of B, calling it a polished thriller horror, an accomplished film with a satisfying conclusion. Yes, very satisfying conclusion. It's also very much a grown-up, mature movie that's a far cry from the typical low-budget offerings we're more accustomed to.
Wait, what is this right here? The critics especially loved the 45-minute rom-com in the middle of the in the middle of the video or the movie.
It was the drag queen dance off in the middle of the zombie movie
for 45 minutes. It just,
all of a sudden the zombies just started voguing and doing dead drops.
it was necessary for the piece of art to be what it was.
Dude,
It
this
was
movie only
necessary.
got an average rating of 5.6 out of 10. No way. No way.
They said the rom-com wasn't long enough. No, the dancing wasn't long enough, apparently.
The only way
No, I think it's a
to
great
save the
film.
world.
is to dance
Is
right
Oh,
to
now.
they call them the breathers. Yeah, Zoe wakes one night after having a nightmare of the breathers. I think it was a great film. Yeah, I think it was a great film. So
I think this is a great lesson. Stranger Things, hyper cringe how they shoehorned it in. V for Vendetta, excellent. Didn't even notice. Didn't even
notice.
think about it. Didn't seem clumsy at all. Seamless, excellent writing. It's the writing. It's the writing that makes it.
yeah.
Yeah, and they messed it up. So
Okay.
there you go.
Well, yeah, just if you're a comedian, just stay funny. If you're a that actually I'm just cruising
Stop
through
it.
that. I'm just cruising through the tabs.
You're
dude.
subjecting me to things
The,
I don't want to say, man.
So I thought the Duffer Brothers did such a great job. Yeah, if you don't just stick to what you're good at, you end up becoming like the Berenstein Bears and
Yes.
Christian Cringe. And you end up becoming like, what was the rom-com that went super preachy too, that had Jessica Biel in it? Touched by an Angel. When Touched by an Angel went super went even super preachy. Like, you can have a good normal general populace show of a family that's the family of a pastor without it even being Christian Cringe, but then it's just, if you get too preachy, it's like nobody really cares about the premise. Like, we're all fine with the premise. We're all fine with the character representation. Like, anybody that has a problem with just like basic character representation, then usually, yes, that usually smacks of bigotry. But it's when you prioritize it over the entertainment, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it becomes preachy about an ideology.
yeah, it's just you sacrifice the entertainment for the ideology.
Yep.
So I will say that your little PowerPoint presentation here, bro.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
You
good. I'm trying to be funny here.
yeah, you got
I
Vecna
counted
with
them.
the 12 apostles.
This
it kind of
looks so awful.
it kind of reminded me of
Don't-
when the Olympics tried to lampoon
Oh,
the 12 apostles.
yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
When they tried to lampoon.
And this one was
Wow.
way more obvious of what they were
Paris.
trying to
Yes. I
Yeah.
remember
do. This one
that.
was like
For real.
explicit. This
So,
one's
yeah,
a little
we've
less.
got boom.
horrible. Good
Yeah,
heavens.
That's funny.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, yeah, this is
Sure.
great. This is awesome. So we got to give a couple of thank yous really fast before we keep going.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've got. Hold on. I gotta grab it. Thank you very much for everybody who has been helping us out in our Amazon wish list. We got a set of microphones. We're super stoked about this, actually. We got a set of microphones from M. Smith, all right, who purchased these DJI mics for us. What did we just do in the truck from the airport today, guys?
We just film some episodes in the truck studio, in the Trudio. You might say.
Studio.
That's right.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. So this stuff helps a lot.
Heated.
Thank you so much. These things
Stay
help
tuned.
us put out more content, do more.
And we also got a couple of other cables from the Amazon wish list today. And you can always write a little note that comes with the little QR code gizmo. And it's a little gift to the Ward Radio Wigwam. Helps us fulfill our mission statement of delighting in truth, denouncing deception, and having fun. And there's an opportunity to write a message. This time the donor said, coiled on the table, they exist to be tripped on still. Nothing works without. Oh, I think this message got messed up because usually this guy writes a limerick. But thank you very much, M. Smith, for the HDMI to micro HDMI.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. Thank you, Ms. Smith.
Smith.
MSM Smith.
Couple of and here's the 6.5 millimeter cable as well. So we got a couple of cables for the millions of cables that are constantly breaking in the studio. Thank you very much for your generosity, M. Smith. We are grateful. So with that said, Jonah, you said you liked something white today that you actually helped design earlier. Well, I designed it. You came up with the concept. I did the improvement upon the design. I know you get antsy
what
about
is
the
it?
word design.
Oh, the
Jonah, what is it?
Jonah
This-
gets
this
credit,
guy.
but Jonah was the comedian that first thought up the War in Heaven
First
veteran hat
conceptualized
idea. So yeah, those are available in the Ward Radio merch store, and if you guys want to get them, they're totally available. That look like season 3 of The Last of Us, bro.
You mean episode 3?
Or episode 3 of The Last of Us. You know, those are available in the merch store. Also, if you guys want to purchase a shirt, you guys can purchase a shirt. Or if you want to contribute through Zelle or Venmo, we are available on both of those platforms. Also, where can people find you? And how are we going to give away your books, Jonah? So first, where can people find you if they like you, Rylan?
If they like me. Yeah. Ether's Elephant on YouTube. Please check it out. What we're trying to do over there is build bridges of understanding. There's a lot of different belief systems, even within the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We need to understand each other a little bit better. And we're trying to combat some of the false narratives and misrepresentations of the church. Check out Ether's Elephant. If you like it, I would really appreciate you subscribing. Check it out.
We don't get paid anything from Ether's Elephant. I actually think Ether's Elephant is fresh and it's different. That it's original stuff. I like it. It's not trendy. It's different. So I like Ether's Elephant. Okay, so yeah, my books are available plainandpreciouspublishing.com or at Amazon, where all good books are sold. But you can find me right here at Ward Radio.
All right,
That's
rock
right.
on, rock on. Woo, woo. So, before we get out of here, gosh, I feel like I'm forgetting one thing. There was something we wanted to tell the audience. Do you remember what it is, my man? Gosh,
Church is true, book is blue.
the church is true. The book is blue. I can't. You know, what? I'm just forgetting. I know as soon as I turn off this. Oh no, giving away the books.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Yeah,
Sure. You
no, that
sign
was
up,
it. I knew it.
you
So
buy
hold on.
something,
I
you
got
go-
a coupon code here. It was for the End Times books. But what we'll do is if somebody puts a message in there that they want, actually, how should we do this, Jonah? We should we give a coupon code so that if somebody just purchases anything in the merch store so that they have to ingest, that's how I make the shipping labels, is when people buy something in the merch store, now all of a sudden it's captured their address information. It's been verified by the shipping outlet. And then even though it's free shipping, I can send them a label anywhere, not send them a label, I can ship them anything in the U.S. So what we'll do is we'll give them a coupon code for one of the free books that you're giving people in our audience. So what do you want the coupon code to be? And I'll just create it right now so people can use it to get one of your books. What do you want it to be? Jonah book free or what? Key to Keystone.
Keystone.
Okay, cool. So we're going to make new coupon.
Vecnastone.
Oh,
I have
I'm
no
going to
idea.
call it Keystone Free. Okay. And I'm actually creating this right now. Okay. So you
Make-
are
make
going
it a
to
trillion.
get
Make it true.
You're going
Netflix
to
is
get
anti-Christian.
a 5% discount off anything in the store and apply once per order. There we are. Okay. So it's Keystone Free is the name of it. Okay. And I'm setting an end date of the 15th.
And while Cardin does that, just a reminder that after the live stream, there will be, and there always is, an after party in the Discord Cultural Hall.
Oh, shut up.
If
Really?
you'd like to join some of the other fans in the Discord Cultural Hall, we'll be there. If you have a question that didn't get answered or something like that and you want to go there and talk about it, if you want to just fawn over how handsome we all are here on the show, you can go to the Cultural Hall. On the Discord channel. You can join the Discord by going to wardradio.com and clicking on the little Discord icon. If you don't know how to do that, You can ask your grandchild; they'll tell you how to do it.
Okay, and there's still a couple left of free End Time Books 10. Richard Brunson still has some free books to give away on the End Times about the Second Coming. Not all of those coupon codes have been used up yet. So if you want a free copy of Richard Brunson's book that he donated to us as well to understand better the Second Coming, we got free End Times Book 10 that gives you 10% of all products in the Ward Radio Wigwam. And then we'll ship you this book. If you want Key to the Keystone, put it up, Jonah. If you want Key to the Keystone, then all you have to do is put down Keystone free. And then if you would like a gay rom-com, just use All of Us
when I'm drinking water on this
3.
episode.
all Last of Us episode 3, and we'll just send you screenshots, and you can go over them, right?
Most of them will be blurred, but
Yeah, most of them will be blurred. Safe search on Google. Done. Saved us. So anyway, it's Keystone free if you want a free copy of Jonah's book from Key to the Keystone. It's pretty cool. Other than that, it's been real, and it's been fun, and it's been real fun for this and more. Please make sure you guys check us out at wardradio.com.
I built a rocket in my basement.